Welcome back to day 20 of the 30-day coding challenge. Today, we're going to be building this intro component. If you're new here, hi, my name's Zoe. I'm a software engineer and former university professor that loves teaching folks how to code. If you're interested in learning how to code, check out that first link in the description below. But without further ado, let's hop to day 20 of the challenge. So, we have our intro component here. It's pretty straightforward. There are a couple of interesting CSS challenges that we're going to try and implement here. But we're going to try and really just get through this and set up a really nice, sleek-looking portfolio piece without doing a crazy amount of styling. So let's hop into it. Again, if you do want to follow along, you can. I'll leave the link to the design in the description below. But it's Front-End Mentor. We're using one of their free projects, and I'm using the starter that I have built, and again, link to the description below. So this is our intro component. We'll go ahead and just clear out any of the reset styles that I went ahead and put in there previously. Close that out, and then I want to go ahead and start by grabbing this background color. So it looks like the background's just white, so we can leave that alone for now. We're gonna start, I guess, with the nav then. So I'm create a new folder called components, just to make things a little bit more neat and clean. It does really help when employers are looking at your code. If it's neat and clean, they'll appreciate that and respect it, or the other engineers who are potentially hiring you. So close that out. And yeah, in our nav, I'm going to start by using a box from Material UI. So box. And what do we want to do? We want a logo. I believe we have the logo image. So I'm going to start with an image from Next image. And I'm going to grab this path for the logo. So it's going to be source equals image. Alt text is going to be logo. Height, let's see what it is. 32 and width 32. 32. Cool. And we'll save that, and that'll be our image. This box I'm actually going to turn into a flex box, and the content is going to be justified by being spaced between. And then I'll create another box here that is also going to be a flex box. Display flex. And this is going to contain each of our nav elements there. So we have product, features, pricing, and login. So basically, it's just going to be a few typography elements that we iterate over. And it looks like there's a super similar style across all of these. So I'm wondering if I can just create like a theme or something. Or maybe a nav element. Maybe we'll create a new file saying nav link. And we'll just use a typography element for that. So we'll say typography. We'll say text transform, uppercase. We'll say font weight 600. We'll say the color is going to be this blue color, and text is going to take in text. We'll say interface props. Text is a string. Right, props. Cool, text is a string. So then here now we'll just create, we'll say a nav link. And then the text is going to be product features, pricing, log in, and I'm actually going to pass in also a potential SX prop because I'm going to want to modify that last one, but not the previous three. We'll say .sx. We'll save that. Importing SX prop from material, and then for this one now we'll say fill. What color is this? Interesting, that's not giving me the fill color. It's kind of this color. Interesting. It's very set on that color. Okay, great. We're getting some more colors now. All right. I'm not 100% sure which one it is, but let's see if we could do maybe this. All right, let's try that for the color. And also, we should probably drop the nav onto our homepage so we can actually see it. So let's drop the nav in here. Cool. Save that. Take a look. We'll refresh. Awesome. That looks pretty good. I'm pretty content with that. I'll just go ahead and style this up a little bit. So we'll say display flex, justify content space between, and we'll say flex of 0.5. Maybe 0.3. Cool. That looks good. And then for the margin, for the entire nav, I'm going to say, what? Is it 64? Let's say 4M, top and bottom, left and right 0. That looks pretty good. And I think we'll drop it into a container of sorts. Now let's try dropping it into container. Change this from box to container. And we'll say that the max width is a large size. Cool. That looks pretty decent. Next element, we're going to do our hero. And that's pretty much going to be it. It's going to be just a straightforward portfolio piece that you can throw onto your portfolio. Like I said, it's not that you don't have the time to do it, it's that you got to make the time to do it, you know? I think we can get this done maybe in half an hour, maybe less. Total time spent, we can check at the end. All right, so we'll say it's 1, 2, 3 typography, kind of 4 typography elements in the button. So we'll say display flex, whoops, display flex. And then there's also this image on the right-hand side. I think the image is going to come within our hero, so how do we want to do this? We'll say display flex, and then we'll put all the text on one side. So we'll say box. This is going to be all our text, and then the image from next image source is going to be illustration devices, I believe. Alt equals illustration devices. Height 100, width 100, and then we'll set it in a style prop later. And we should probably drop our hero into our homepage. And also make sure to clean up any unused imports. That makes your code look a lot cleaner. Okay, so within the first box, we're going to create a typography element. Typography. And it's going to say monograph dashboard. Monograph dashboard. And the color is going to be whatever I gave that nav link, whatever that color is. We're going to use that. So we'll say SX color is, oops. Okay, we didn't need anything. There we go, that. So monograph dashboard. Next typography element, we'll say typography once again. And then we're going to say powerful insights into your team. Variant is going to be an H1, just so we do have an H1 on the page, because that is good for SEO. Powerful insights into your team. Ignore into your team. Powerful insights. Oh, I see what it's saying. We could actually add in a break here, I believe, so it just breaks at the right spot. And then we'll set the size. It was 4M. And then the color is going to be this blue, I think. And then the color is going to be here. Okay, cool. Pretty decent. And And then we'll have another body element down, just a typography, regular old element there. I'm not quite sure what color it is. I'm gonna go with this dark blue and see if that looks right. And then we'll make a button down below. We'll say button. Text transform, or no, we'll say button background color is this pink. We'll say why is it? Oh, why is it giving me an error? Button. Oh, we just need to import it. Import button from at movie material / button. Okay. Button's gonna say schedule a demo. Oops, it is. Schedule a demo. Take a minute. Okay, schedule a demo. Padding 0.5 rem, 1 rem, border radius, I think 0.5 rem, we'll save that. Oh, and then the color of the text is probably going to be white, yeah. And the font weight, font weight is going to be probably 600. We can add a little bit more padding. We're going to do 1 and 2, 1 and 1.5. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So for the whole hero, the height, I want it to be about 60 view height. It's going to be pretty much the whole page. And for, this is the first box with the text. I want it to say display flex, flex direction column. I want to justify the content by saying a space between and save that. So this is just for the text box. Do we like that? That's okay. I think I maybe need to set the height on this. Let's say height 30 view height. And then align items to the center. Yep, and then we'll go maybe 40 view height on this. Yep, looks pretty good. And we'll say max, max width. Let's go with like 228. Just so we keep it sort of contained. Pretty good. And then we just want to deal with this image. So the image, height and width, I think it's probably going to be about 1,000 by, well, let's see what they gave us here. 900 wide by about 500 tall. All right, 455, 916, so we'll try that. Cool. And then I think what we want to do is with the style, we want to say position absolute, see if that works. And then we'll say right, oops, we'll say right minus 100. See if that works. Awesome. That's kind of what we're going for. Let's go minus 200. And then we'll say, can we say z index minus 1? Perfect. And then we'll say it's like horizontal scroll. Scroll X, is that what we want? You know the property. Horizontal scroll, none, CSS. Yes, overflow hidden, that's what it is. So we'll go over here, and we'll go over to our globals, and we'll say body, HTML, we'll say overflow hidden. Oh, and I did not do that, all right. Oh, okay, just need to refresh. Cool. I think that looks pretty good to me. I think other than the fact that the font isn't correct because it needs to be more compact, that's pretty much the design that we have here. So I think for this, if I was going to like complete it fully, I think I would change the font. I would change the font to be whatever font this is, Barlow condensed. I wonder, I don't know if we have that. We'll say font family Barlow condensed. I don't know if we have that. Yeah, I don't think I have that on my computer. So we'll just leave that alone. But yeah, that's the one thing I would do. I just make the letters a little bit more squished. But yeah, this was like a super, super, super quick way to spin up a landing page that you can throw it on your portfolio and just say, hey, I'm able to build these things. I'm able to do these things. I can do kind of interesting designs. And it's something that you can add to your piece. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe down below. And if you want to see the rest of the videos in this playlist, there are a lot of really interesting challenges of different difficulty levels. I'll leave a link to that playlist up here so you can check it out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.